Glen, turn off the lights.
Why?
I want to see if my new watch glows.
That's not Lume. That's mold. When's the last time you cleaned that strap?
I thought the smell was vintage character.
Oh, my Declan. Roll the intro. Welcome back to Glen Dec, Time Well Wasted, the only Irish watch podcast where the hosts know more about luminous paint than they do about their own tax returns.
Speak for yourself. I know exactly where my tax returns are.
Where?
In a drawer. Somewhere. Probably glowing in the dark.
Today we're diving into the dark side of watchmaking. Literally.
That's right. Lume, radium, tritium. Glowing disasters.
And the story of the Radium Girls, which is one of the most shocking chapters in horology.
And the reason also why Glen won't let me lick vintage watches anymore.
Anymore.
Let's begin. Let's get radioactive.
So, why do watches glow? Simple. Humans can't see in the dark, and we're too stubborn to admit it.
Speak for yourself. I have night vision.
You have a torch on your phone.
Same thing.
So, Lume started as a practical solution. Soldiers, divers, pilots, anyone who needed to read the time without lighting a match and giving away their position.
Or waking up the missus.
Exactly. Early Lume was basically paint that glows.
And then someone said, what if we make it glow? Forever.
And that's where things went horribly wrong.
Are we entering the radium era?
Yep. Dec, did you read the script? Early 1900s, scientists discover radium. It glows like mad.
And instead of saying, this is probably dangerous, they said, let's put it on everything.
Watches, clocks, toys, cosmetics.
Cosmetics?
Yes, people were literally rubbing radioactive powder on their faces to look radiant.
And I thought fake tan was bad.
So, what happened next? Watch companies hired young women to paint radium onto dials.
The famous Radium Girls. Glen knows the story inside out.
They were told to lip point the brushes, put the brush in their mouth to get a fine tip.
So they were ingesting radium every day.
Their bones absorbed it, their jaws literally disintegrated.
Nasty stuff. It's one of the darkest stories in watchmaking.
It is, but their fight led to massive changes in worker safety and radiation laws.
So the next time someone says watches are just a hobby, remember? People literally died to make them glow.
You're absolutely right. And after radium was banned, the industry moved to tritium and a new chapter began.
Which is still radioactive, but in a won't melt your jaw off kind of way. Like my ball watch or your Luminox.
Exactly. Tritium emits low-energy beta particles, safe enough when sealed in tiny tubes.
And that's why modern tritium watches use those little glowing capsules. Tritium gas tubes.
Ball, Luminox, Marathon.
And lads who want to feel like Navy SEALs, even though they work in IT.
No judgment.
Full judgment.
You're a parrot. Well, what has changed since then? Today, most watches use super luminova, completely non-radioactive.
And boring.
Safe.
Still boring.
It charges with light and glows for hours.
And comes in colours like C3, BGW9. And the one that looks great until you realise it lasts 12 seconds.
BGW9 is the blue one.
The sexy one. Ask my wife.
Ha ha ha. You're naughty. Anyway, C3 is the brightest.
The I'm a diver, but actually I'm just in the Jacks at Weatherspoons one.
I'll give some fun fact now. Dec, did you know that Irish Defence Forces watches used Lume heavily, especially older Luminox and Marathon models?
And half the lads thought the glow was battery powered.
No, that was tritium.
So technically, Irish soldiers were wearing tiny radioactive tubes on their wrists.
Safer than the food in the barracks.
True.
Let's talk about Lume disasters.
My favourite topic.
Number 1, watches where the Lume falls off the hands and rattles around the dial like a snow globe.
Vintage Seikos. I'm looking at you.
Number 2, watches advertised as super bright Lume that glow for 14 seconds and then die.
That's not Lume. That's false hope.
Number 3, people trying to re-Lume watches at home.
With nail polish.
Or glow-in-the-dark paint from Dale's.
If your Lume cost €1.50, it's not Lume. It's regret.
Lume has come a long way, from deadly radium to safe modern pigments.
And from your jaw might fall off to your watch looks class in the cinema.
But the history matters.
Because the Radium Girls changed the world.
And because every glowing watch today owes something to their story.
And because Glen won't let me lick vintage watches anymore.
For the love of God, stop saying that.
Glen, before we move on, what actually happened after all that? Like, the Radium Girls story is grim, but what was the fallout?
Oh, the aftermath is incredible. Tragic, but incredible. As I said before, their fight changed the world.
Go on, do you know the full story or not?
So, after years of being ignored, gaslit, and told they were imagining their symptoms, the Radium Girls finally took the companies to court. And remember, this was the 1920s. Women didn't have much power.
They barely had the vote.
Exactly. But these women showed up to court literally glowing. Their bones were radioactive. Their breath set off Geiger counters.
Jesus.
One of the most famous cases was Grace Fryer. She could barely walk. She had to wear a back brace in court, but she still testified.
Absolute warrior.
And here's the thing. The companies tried everything. Denial, fake experts, blaming the women, saying it was syphilis.
Classic corporate behaviour.
But the science caught up. Doctors proved radium was the cause. The women won. And that victory led to the creation of modern workplace safety laws, radiation standards, and the right for workers to sue employers for poisoning them.
So basically, every health and safety rule today, hard hats, ventilation, protective gear, all of that traces back to them.
Pretty much. Their case became the foundation of occupational safety worldwide.
Interesting. And watch collectors today still chase radium dials like they're Pokemon.
Yes, and half of them don't realise the history behind that glow.
Lads, if you own a vintage radium watch, respect it, and maybe don't lick it.
For the love of God, stop saying that.
Glen, the studio's gone dark again.
Because you leaned on the light switch, you absolute turnip.
No, this is good. This is Lume testing conditions.
Don't start.
Look, my watch is glowing.
That's your vape.
Oh, yeah. That explains the strawberry smell. Glen, I think my Lume's actually getting brighter.
That's impossible. Lume doesn't get brighter on its own.
No, seriously. Look, it's glowing like mad.
Declan.
Yeah?
That's not your watch again.
What?
That's the studio fire exit sign. You've been staring at it for 30 seconds, like it's a limited edition Seiko.
In my defence, it is very green.
It's a safety sign, not a diver.
Could be both.
If you try to review the fire exit sign on the podcast, I'm quitting.
Too late. I already gave it a nickname.
I'm done. Turn the light back on, you absolute muppet. Okay, let's move on. Time for some questions now. Let me look what we have today.
Can I do it this time?
Okay, Declan, but don't screw it.
Listener question from Martin in Cork. What's the brightest Lume ever made?
C3 Superluminova.
Wrong answer.
How?
The brightest Lume ever made is the torch on your phone.
Get out. And he's gone.
Hold on. I'm back for the second question. This one from Aidan in Connemara.
Oh, here we go.
He asks, what's the single biggest innovation in watchmaking that most people don't appreciate?
Great question.
I'll let Professor Glen handle this.
Right, most people think the biggest innovations are things like tourbillons or perpetual calendars. But honestly, it's Lume standardization and material science.
Here we go, lads. Strap in. Glen is on the ball.
When Lume became safe, consistent, and predictable, it changed everything. It allowed divers to trust their watches. It allowed pilots to fly at night. It allowed military units to coordinate in darkness.
And it allowed me to find the toilet at 3 a.m. when I was in Temple Bar.
Exactly. Modern Lume isn't just paint. It's engineered ceramic pigment with controlled particle size, crystal structure, and phosphorescent decay curves.
Jesus Christ.
I reckon it's one of the most important safety innovations in horology, and nobody talks about it.
Except you.
You asked.
Aidan asked.
Same thing, that's episode 13. The dark, glowing, slightly radioactive world of Lume.
Wait, Glen. Before we wrap up, I've got a question.
Oh, God.
No, a real one. A proper horology question.
That's even more worrying.
What happens after, 25 years? When the tritium tubes die? Can you replace them?
Oh, the classic tritium dilemma, right. Let's get into it.
Here we go, lads. Professor Glen is back.
Tritium has a half-life of about 12.3 years. That means after 12 years, your tubes are glowing at roughly half their original brightness. After 25 years, they're still glowing, but very faintly.
Like me after a night out.
Exactly. Still alive, but questionable.
So I insist, can you replace the tubes?
Technically, yes. Practically, it depends
On what?
on whether the watch is worth the cost, the risk, and the hassle. Replacing tritium tubes isn't like swapping a battery. You need a specialist workshop licensed to handle radioactive materials. They have to remove the old tubes, dispose of them properly, and install new ones.
Sounds expensive.
It is, and here's the kicker, for my Luminox, it probably won't make sense
Why not?
because the cost of replacing the tubes might be close to, or even more than, the value of the watch. And my Luminox will still glow for 20 to 25 years, just not as bright.
So basically, it'll fade like my hopes and dreams.
Exactly, but it'll still glow a bit. Tritium never fully stops, it just gets weaker.
But what about my new ball watch?
Now that's different.
I knew it. My ball watch is something different indeed.
Ball watches are expensive, high-end, and built around their tritium system. In 25 years, when you're a pensioner,
I'll be a stylish pensioner.
you'll have a decision to make, because replacing the tubes on a ball might actually be worth it.
So future me has a financial dilemma.
Future you has many dilemmas. This is just one of them.
So what should people do?
Enjoy the watch. Don't worry about the tubes. They'll last decades. And if you're wearing a ball, you've got time, literally and figuratively.
And lads, if any of you listening have ever had tritium tubes replaced, tell us everything.
Good idea. Yes, drop a comment.
How much did it cost?
Where did you get it done?
Did it go smoothly? Or did your watch come back glowing like Chernobyl?
We want the stories.
The good, the bad, and the radioactive. So if you enjoyed this episode, leave a review. If you didn't, ring the bell.
Don't.
Send us your Lume shots.
Of your watches, that's what Dec means, I guess.
Yes, obviously.
And remember, new episodes every Sunday. We'll be back next week with more chaos, more watches, and more reasons to question why we're allowed microphones. I am proud to announce that next week we will have a special guest.
A human?
I would say so. A man who owns a brick-and-mortar watch shop. He's going to talk about prices, stock, supply chains, brand behavior, and what really goes on behind the counter. That should be fun. It's going to be a cracking episode.
Make sure you subscribe, follow the channel, and keep supporting us.
And don't forget to visit Horology Guide, our alma mater channel,
The place where it all started.
where you will find quality stories about watch brands, proper educational videos, and the best horology content in Ireland.
And the only channel where Glen looks taller than me.
Because I film from a higher angle.
Cheating.
Professionalism.
Thank you for staying till the end with us. Stay glowing.
No.
Stay luminous.
Stop.
Stay.
End the episode. See you next week, folks. Sunday, 11 a.m.
This was Glen.
And Declan. Time well wasted.